Hey guys, before you update your FX3 to the new firmware, there are some things you need to know. First off, this update is amazing and completely transforms this already amazing camera into a cinema beast, worthy enough to stand in line with its cinema line siblings, the FX6, FX9, and the Venice. But there is one feature that separates this camera, and that's not having internal NDs, which, quite frankly, doesn't bother me as much, because I enjoy using the lens filters that I already have. They do just fine. But internal NDs, they would be nice. Now, this isn't a detailed video about all the new features from this update. A fellow YouTuber, Mark, did an amazing in-depth video on this update, which I'll link up here. Up here? Somewhere up there. And I'll link it down in the description below. Although, I will give a brief overview of this update. Mainly the FX3 version 2 brought this camera much closer to its cinema line siblings and where it should have been all along. It introduces a new cinema menu interface which offers true cinema experience, which is found on the Venice. Log shooting modes such as ISO Flex, Cine EI, Cine EI Quick, which take advantage of the base ISO and exposure index. You can now import up to 16 LUT presets that can either be baked in or set as metadata, whichever you choose. And these LUT presets can also carry over into monitors, so no more needing to load LUTs into a monitor. That's a good thing. This update comes with standard Sony Rec 709 LUTs combined with some amazing LUTs I've already imported from the Sony LUT library. They don't have to be just Sony LUTs. You can import LUTs you've created or purchased from someone else. Although for me, for some reason, the only LUTs that are not working at the moment are the ones that I've exported. But that's most likely user error. I'm pretty sure I messed that up. If someone leaves down in the comments can let me know why, I would be greatly appreciated. They also added a swipe up function menu, so you don't have to press the function button anymore. That was a nice touch, by the way. A new standby screen shows the full viewing screen without the cluttering distractions all over the image, making it easier viewing experience to compose your shots. And finally, with the addition of a new cable, the FX3 can now take full advantage of timecode, easily syncing audio between the FX6, FX9, and the Sony Venice on professional sets, like it should have been all along. And if all that goodness wasn't enough right there, sometime in August, Sony's Catalyst Browse software will have a plugin integrated into Premiere Pro, making Premiere Pro the optimal editing workflow for Sony cameras. Man, that was so much awesomeness in one video, but now there are some things you need to know before you update your FX3. And oh man, I wish I knew this prior to updating my camera, that's for sure. This update is going to make major specific changes to your camera as well as adding new functions. And all of your settings will be initialized during that update. So don't do what I did and just update your camera quickly out of excitement, which is what I did at 3 a.m. Make sure you take note of all your settings because this update will put your FX3 into a factory-like condition. Even if you save your settings on an SD card and try to import them, it won't work because any settings you saved prior to version 2.0 won't be read by the camera. I know, technicalities, right? Also, if you have a Mac with silicon such as the M1 or M2, you're gonna have to boot up your computer in recovery mode and unlock its privacy settings and then do the same thing again after the update, putting it back to full security. I'll link all these source sites below if I can find them again. Take in mind, I did this at 3 a.m. But after that update and you reset all your settings, oh man, this camera went from being really awesome to damn short of perfection. I will say though, for some reason it feels easier to learn another language than it is to update a Sony camera. Like really, it doesn't need to be this complicated. It should be so much easier. Anyways, that's it for this quick video. If this helped you out, be sure to hit that like button and let me know down in the comments if seeing this update is making you consider picking up an FX3 yourself. So hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and the little bell icon to the right if you really want to become a super subscriber. So until next time, peace!